Welcome back, Hobble Collectors and Diecast Enthusiasts, to another episode of Crib's Garage. Thought I made this video before, but I couldn't find it. But it's just been coming to my attention. A lot of the new collectors are confused about what a redline is, a vintage redline, and what a repo, I guess you would call it, reproduction redline is. And they can go out there and they can get scammed pretty good. I've seen guys at the swap meet that had the Dioras claiming to be red lines and, charging as if they were the same price. So I just wanted to kind of share this with you. Most of you probably already know. So anyhow, at first look at this car here. Very nice one, by the way. It's got the Spectre Flame Green paint job. But a couple of telltale signs is the Hot Wheel logo, the flame on the rear panel. That logo wasn't used in the earlier Hot Wheels, and we'll get to that. I'll show you. They used to just have the bases were stamped with basically all capitals. The other thing they didn't use are what we call tampos, or they're kind of like a decal, which you see along the black panel there alongside, and the ghost flames. They used stickers back originally. And then these wheels here look like the original red lines, but I think they are called the neoclassic red lines. Are definitely a little bit different. They're pretty neat. However, they're not a red line. So this car, where you might see it, I'm not sure what this is. Looks kind of like a Boss Haas. But anyhow, here's the base on there. You wouldn't see that flame logo on the earlier red lines. So, let's see if there's anything else I can tell you. So, that being said, let's kind of go through. Here's a Beatnik Bandit. And this is was one of the first 16. So first off, we noticed that the paint job, it's a enamel gray, and when they first came out in 1968, they were all that Spectre Flame color, like you see on the greenish lime one there. Second thing is, when you see it turn around, I don't know if you noticed, but there was a Hot Wheel flame logo on the base. And also look at the steering wheels on the green one is a triangle, where the one on the gray has the left has a regular steering wheel. See the Hot Wheel logo on the trunk there? So that didn't come out back then. Then when you look at the base, this is American made, 1968. This is an original. This is the one that you wanted to find. The stamped all capital Hot Wheels on there. And then you want to look for Hong Kong. And then also USA made. And the dates should be on there. I can't really see if I can get it. But it's 1969 to 1977. This one here has what you call the cap wheels. There's a little, you can see crease between the wheels, like it's a two-piece. So that's the wheel that you're looking for, which is this one here, the reissue, which one right off the bat says vintage Hot Wheel, and there's the flame. So we know that that's not an original. And then the wheels are all one piece. So there's your telltale signs on the original and the non-original. So we got another example for you. Here is another one from one of the Sweet 16, original 16s, is the Diora. This is a favorite one with the surfboards. And to find these ones with the original surfboards is It's a pretty tough find. Let's see if I can get this to stay. And we'll put the purple one right next to it here. Looks like it's leaning over one side. I think I have reissue surfboards on the purple one, which is the original. And you see on the orange one there that it has a Hot Wheels logo on it, so we know that that's one of the reproductions. Values is probably, I don't know, a couple bucks. Or even this purple one in its condition would be worth probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 bucks, I would say. Just because it's not in great condition and it doesn't have the original surfboards. Or maybe it does. I notice it has circles on the bottom and the other one doesn't. Not sure. Anyhow, again, you got, this is what the Hong Kong base looks like. You'll see the 4 squares where you can see the kind of like the wires that are connected to the wheels. These are the original Redline wheels. And then you see, so that's that one. This one here, you'll see the Hot Wheel flame and vintage, so now you know. And then the wheels, all telltale signs that it is not an original, so don't get fooled. Just want to give you a few more. Let's go with this here. Here we have, I believe this is the Ford Vicky, beautiful pink color. And here it is in kind of the burnt orange. And right off the bat, we noticed that there was a white Hot Wheel logo on the back. And the other thing is, I'm not sure if it came in pink or not. Possibly, but I've never seen one of the original Spectre Flames in pink. So there's your sign right there. Again, the wheels, it's got the cap wheels. And this one, actually, it doesn't even have red lines, it has black walls. But I do have one here. Hard to tell. The dark, there's the Hot Wheel logo on the back. And the Neon Classic wheels on there. And then again, on the base, you see the Hot Wheel flame and vintage stamps. If it says vintage, it's not vintage. If it's not made in Hong Kong or US, it also is not. Here's something else that's kind of a tricky thing. And this is, what you see here is a little bit different rim. This is the 5-spoke. And it says Hot Wheels Redline on it. And I'm not sure why Hot Wheel did this, but the 5-spoke rim, clearly not the original Redline, even though it has a red line around the tire. And then it has Redline written on it. It doesn't mean that it is a vintage Redline. And it's a sidekick, which they did make back then, but with reverse and Spectre Flame, but this one is not, so don't get fooled. Just because it says Redline doesn't mean it is a Redline. The Redlines wouldn't say Redline on them. Okay, so that's that for the loose ones. And just something else is, here you have these 35th anniversary gorgeous pink Beach Bomb 2, it says on there, with the Redline wheels. And even though they're cars like these are pretty expensive. This is probably $50, $75 um, Hot Wheel on eBay or whatever. Just a convention car. Still not original Redline, even though the value is probably almost as much as a regular one. So this is where I think they came up with the neon classic. It's hard to see with that star. That's what those wheels are. There was never a Beach Bomb pickup, so though high in price, still not one of the vintage ones. So just a couple of those things I wanted to keep in mind. So again, what you want to look at is for the base to have Hot Wheels stamped in all capitals. You want to look for the date on there. It should say 1969 to 1977. You want to look for the cap wheels. And you want that's those you want to look on the originals. On the re-pros, you'll see a Hot Wheel, the flame logo, like that's what I call it. Then you also see things like it'll say vintage, Hot Wheel vintage. If it says Hot Wheel vintage, it's not. The other thing is I think there is a, here's the other one, is a 25th anniversary. There's another thing stamped on there. So those are the signs that you know that you're not buying an original. So when you're out there hunting, don't let anybody rip you off. Let them know that you're knowledgeable. Do your research. And I hope this helps you guys. I hate to see anybody get ripped off because 90% of the people in this hobby are the coolest people that I know. They're very generous and it's ultra nice, but there are some jerks out there, as we know, the scalpers and the people that make fake ones like this. I mean, they've even drilled out. I have a custom where they drilled out and made one to look like it was original. And I actually got caught with that. And so just want to pass it on. And happy hunting and enjoy your week.